Good morning! Good morning, YouTube! I might actually get this show out before noon. Can you believe it? Today is Thursday, June 13th. I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay, home of the YouTube Comic Community Channel Guide. This is the show where I'm going to share some of my top picks from the sea of comic content that was released yesterday. Then I'm going to run down a lineup of content creators that are either releasing, premiering, or going live. And finally, to end today's show, I'm going to open a random package from that stupid, crazy pile of comics I still have left open in a new segment titled What's in the Box Already? So, let's get started with a quick recap of yesterday's highlights. There are links to these channels in the description below. These channels have been discovered. Okay, the first item on the recap. We got another video yesterday from a new channel named Comic Karma 101. Now, if you're not familiar with this channel, I actually had them on the recap last week after Tom made me this spot during his live with Bueller.
Hey, Discovery Bay community, good to see you. Thanks so much for including this part in the video. We hope that you guys are all enjoying your full day worth of comic book content here at Comic Karma 101. We're going to be throwing up some random videos all the time of comic book goodness, so you're going to want to hit that subscribe button, and I'm sure that we got the link in the description, so we do appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Tom. That was a great concept for a channel. I think Tom's goals are awesome.
My goals for this channel is much larger than just sub count and likes and comments. That's secondary. That's going to help us get to the goals I want to get to. I want to give away some crazy stuff. I want to see some comic karma that's going to shock me. I want to come to the table and go, the community is doing some crazy stuff, and let's see what we can make out of this. I see charities in our future. I see giving back and making people's day coming out of this. We just have to come together as a group and make some fun stuff for the comic book community. This is how it starts. So to everybody who's already donated, thank you so much. We do appreciate that karma. The community does as well. And I'm going to make sure the information's in the description here.
Okay, to see yesterday's video titled Comic Karma 612, filmed last month, comics that are part of June's Mystery Mail Call, and more great content from Tom, Bueller, and the team over at Comic Karma 101, click the link right here. Okay, the last item on the recap comes from the Lords of the Longbox channel. They released a video titled X-Men Stories That Are Coming to the MCU and What Comics to Get. Let's take a peek.
Finally, we got some MCU news, and this is breaking news. Nobody else has talked about this yet. Ryan, what is the hint?
The hint is in the next X-Men movie, right? Is that what they're saying?
No. Second or third.
Oh, the second or third X-Men movie upcoming. They're going to be introducing two characters. Interesting. In a special land, right?
Yes. Not only are they introducing characters, they're introducing a whole new, I want to say, realm. It's not really a realm. It's just an area you haven't seen it before.
Yeah, so you definitely want to get in on X-Men number 10. You guys know that cover, classic Stan Lee, Jack Kirby cover. That came out in '65. And, you know, that's the first appearance of Kazar, Sabu, and the actual Savage Land itself, which is pretty cool.
Sabu is his pet saber-tooth
tiger with that big-ass teeth.
Yeah.
You know, to go after is X-Men 59 and 60. So 59 and 60 are unique books because now we've got Roy Thomas and Neil Adams working at Marvel. And at that time, you know, the X-Men weren't a very popular storyline at all.
Yeah, that's some great info right there, right? To see this entire video and more great content from the Lords of the Longbox channel, click the link right here. Okay, let's get to today's lineup and find out what's on today with Discovery Bay. All of these times are listed in both Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, and there are channel links with timestamps in the description below. Today there are 14 content creators putting out 16 shows in the lineup, and 8 of them are going live. So, first up at 12 a.m. Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern.
Whosoever watches this channel, if he or she be worthy, shall acquire the knowledge from High Road Comics.
Arrow over at High Road Comics is releasing a video titled Thor-ific Thursday, High Road Comics Diamond Select Marvel Gallery Unboxing Review. At 1 a.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Eastern, over at the Count Von Strange the 4th channel, Count released a video titled Strange Reviews, Episode 5, DC Icon Swamp Thing Figure Review. Okay, at 2 a.m. Pacific, 5 a.m. Eastern, over at the Great Legend channel, Legend went live with a stream titled Contest, coming at you live from Baltimore. Compliments from the Comic-Core. Okay, at 3 a.m. Pacific, 6 a.m. Eastern, over at the JLS Comics channel, Jesse released not one, but two terrific videos. The first one is titled Marvel's The Eternals, Everything We Know About the MCU Phase 4 film so far. Now, I've already watched that one. It was fantastic. Now, the second one is titled Birds of Prey Film 2020, Everything We Know So Far. I have that one saved in my watch later list. Okay, at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, over at the Perry Comics channel, Perry released a video titled Boobies, Batman Boobies, What New Comics to Buy for Week 25, 2019, which is next week's books. Okay, next up at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, over at the Metarog channel, Roger gives us a video titled Weekly Comic Contest Roundup. And if you want to know what's going on in the YouTube comic contest world, then you need to make sure you watch that one. Okay, next up at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Edwin over at the Comic Jabroni channel is releasing a video titled New Comic Book Day Pickups and Reviews. At 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, over at the Gray Man channel, he's premiering a video titled Farley's Nerdcave Groo slab giveaway contest. Let's join him in the chat during this live premiere. Okay, at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, over at the 90MF Comics channel, we should be getting a live stream titled Review and a Half Shell. Join Chad, my yo bro, and his guests Edwin the Comic Jabroni, Carson of Seawater 19, and Russell of Who Dat Comics and Movies in the chat to talk turtles. Okay, also at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, over at the Economics and Comics channel, Billy has given us the first of two live streams today. The first live stream is titled 3-Day Comic Book Auction Day 2, Spawn Day, 6:13, 5 p.m. Pacific. Okay, at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, over at the JLS Comics channel, we should be getting the next installment of their weekly live stream titled Comiconversation. So let's join Jesse as he hosts guests Edwin of Strictly Comics, Justin of Exile State Comics, and Boston Chris in the live chat. Okay, next up at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
It's the CBSI Bolo Show! Now sit back and relax as Brian and Jack recap the first appearances, reader buzz, and hottest variants in comic books releasing each and every week. Coming to you from an unidentified command center, here's your host, Brian Wood!
What's going on, guys? This is Brian, Simple Man's Comics YouTube channel, and as always, it's the Thursday night CBSI Bolo Show. Got a great show for you planned tonight, recapping the week's hottest comic book releases.
Join Jack, aka Mr. Bolo, and Brian over at Simple Man's Comics each Thursday night as they discuss the week's hottest comic book releases and recap the comicbookinvest.com Bolo list. Be on the lookout. Okay, also at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Oh yeah, Kenny over at Comic Head 84 channel. He's going live with the latest edition of GRADER'S Notes. Join Kenny with Metarog, Gino Presents, and Mr. Miracle as they break down the 1990s New Warriors #1. That's a great panel. That should be a lot of fun. Okay, at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, over at the Comic-Core channel, they're going live with the next episode of the Outside the Issues show. Today's live stream is titled Outside the Issues Swamp Thing Episode 2. Join Comic-Core Chad with Kat, Ren, and Mark as they host special guest The Great Legend and break down the latest from the DC streaming service. Now, also at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, over at the Tony Sanders channel, we should be getting the next installment in the What's Your Grail series with a live stream titled What's Your Grail with special guest Discovery Bay Comics. Yep, that's right. I'll be appearing tonight on Tony's show live. I hope you can join us in the live chat. It should be a good time. There's a link to his channel in the description below and a link to tonight's show right there. Okay, the last item on the lineup and the last live show that I know about starts at 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Eastern, over at the Economics and Comics channel again. Billy has given us the second live stream of the day, and this one is titled Sick Comic Book Club, Silver Surfer Black #1, read together and discuss every Thursday, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, well that's all for today's lineup. Now for a new segment I'm calling What's in the Box Already? I grabbed this one because it should be specific to Thor, I think. I don't know what actual issue it is, but I do know it should be a Thor book. Let's see what we got. And now this is from David Fan in Honolulu, Hawaii. Hey, David, how's the weather in Honolulu? All right, looks like we've got ourselves a copy of The Mighty Thor number 344. Now, what was I doing? I believe this is the first appearance of Malekith. I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's a good one. Okay, now, that was fun. Thank you for taking the time to watch me on our channel today. Please visit me on Facebook and Instagram, where I'll be posting this schedule with any ads and or changes this afternoon. We also have a Patreon page if you're interested in supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. If you know of anyone that might be interested in this information or maybe want to be included in the show, please share this with them. Also, leave me a comment below on how I can improve the show or if there's a channel out there I should be watching. Now, if you're not already a subscriber, think about subscribing so you don't miss any of this great new content. Who knows? You may find your new favorite channel today. And as always, don't forget, we had a good time.